Hello, and welcome to Dream Painter's business plan. Dream Painter's logo is meant to show the company's creativity as well as being a company with heart. In our full logo, there will be a girl daydreaming about what she would like her home to look like, as well as envisioning Dream Painters being her knight in shining armor, so to speak. My mission statement guides me down the road to success. The focus of Dream Painters LLC is to provide superior customer service while bringing each client's dreams to life. Combining personal consultation and virtual paint technology, we will assist our clients in making the most confident, well-informed decisions. Our dream is to make each client's vision their own unique reality. We strive to be more than a business, but rather a family of dreamers. I will be the sole owner with the addition of investors my first 2 years. I graduated May 2017 with a business management entrepreneurship degree, or an AAS. I have 3 years painting experience utilizing specialized application techniques and also over 20 years of customer service experience. Here are examples of my work I have completed. The first two include cabinet painting and sponge painting or Venetian plaster. And this third picture is a wall I did for my children to teach them to read when they were young. My target market breakdown is fairly specific. I'm aiming for homeowners without mortgages, homeowners in higher income brackets who enjoy entertaining in their homes and take pride in their homes, and the homeowners in the subdivisions that want to give their home a more personalized feel, since most homes in subdivisions lack that appeal. Homeowner breakdown in the Twin Falls area, as you can see, is that 67% of homes are owned. Over here on this graph, you will see the income breakdown for the area, and over half of the area has an income level of $25,000 to $75,000 per year. Home remodeling has shown a higher than average growth and expected to continue in that same direction in the coming year. I have a step-by-step formula for my success that includes 7 key steps. Step number 1 is personal consulting without time limits. This is to ensure that the client can make that well-informed, confident decision I speak of in my mission statement, and that they do not feel pressured. I find that very important. Number 2, technological advances to eliminate project dissatisfaction. Technology will ensure that we only have to complete the project one time, and it will eliminate wasteful spending on do-overs, unhappy customers, and time away from new projects to fix any of the mistakes in the original project. Number 3, begin laying the foundation for customers for life through steps 1 and 2. And I feel that this is very important. I want a customer to come back to me. I want to be the one they think of when they have a project that's coming up. I do not just want to assist them once, but instead I want to be the first one they think of whenever they think of remodeling an area, as well as referring me to family and friends for infinite business growth. Number 4 is keep the customer immersed throughout the project until completion. And having the client involved daily in the advancement of the project ensures complete satisfaction, which is very important, complete customer satisfaction and the opportunity to expand current projects. Number 5 is perfectionism and an eye for detail give projects a polished look. My perfectionism will ensure that the client's project is beautiful every time, without the annoyance of paint on an outlet cover or unfinished corners, etc. The little nuisances that come along with painting projects many times. Number 6, stick to a promised timeline unless changes are made altering the time needed. I plan to stick to the promised completion dates unless I do upsell the customer during that time and add to the current project, which would obviously extend the time necessary to complete. And number 7, growth through referrals and discount incentives for the client. I will give discounts on multiple room projects. This will expand the business, I believe, and gift card or cash incentives for referrals if the project is already completed. If the project is not completed, we'll just give them a discount, a further discount on their current project. Industry trends include faux finishes such as marbling, tortoiseshelling, graining, ragging, sponging, suede finish, as well as metallic finishes now, and luminescent finishes, which we'll get into later. Every year, each paint company names a color of the year, and this year's winners, I had to wait for one. Benjamin Moore was the last one to come out. But Dunbar Paints have Honeyglow. We have Sherwin-Williams with Poised Taupe. Benjamin Moore has picked Shadow. Pittsburgh Paint has picked Violet Verbena, tongue twister, and Pantone has picked Niagara. A portion of Honeyglow's sales go to a fund to preserve the honeybee population, which I think is really important and really great. Industry trends for 2017 brings us colors inspired by our everyday surroundings and nature, such as these slides will show you. Fall leaves, rocks or stones, sunsets, you'll see these colors right here. Again, the night sky sunset right there. Flowers, this is a huge idea of what the upcoming colors will be, and you find every color of nature in that. Pumpkins, sunflowers for the fall colors. So nature is really inspiring what's going to be not just on the exterior but on the interior of our lives. The technology available, to name a few, are virtual painting by Pittsburgh Paints, the app Paint My Place, and Color Snap from Sherwin-Williams. This pic here best shows how the technology works, aside from the change in accessories, which is not part of the program. Other than that, you'd have a picture of the room as it's set up, and you would go through and change the coloring of the walls, and most of the time you can change baseboards also. The other two aren't the greatest examples, but it gives you an idea that you can take a picture of a room and change the coloring. Personalizing is done easily with all the variety of finishes available. Disney now offers their own line of paints, including All That Glitters, Spectacular, which is has specs through it. Glitter obviously is for full glitter. Ready Set Glow is a luminescent. Great Slate will produce a chalkboard effect on the wall. Magnificent Metallic, of course, as I said, we're getting into metallic paints now. Down here are an example of a few of the metallic paints available, but now it seems that all companies are offering some variety of metallic. Rust-Oleum has broken off and now has paint to create a dry erase board on your wall, chalkboard, as Disney has also, and also magnetic paint that you can paint on the walls and be able to hang anything you want on the wall with magnets, as well as luminescent paint. This is an example of all the colors, many of the colors available for luminescent painting, which we will have examples of later. Time to face off. So the competition, I do not believe is a huge issue, but can still be a hurdle because they do offer decades of service in the Magic Valley. They offer many services besides painting, everything from roofing to siding, so forth. They are available 24/7. None are specialized in interior painting only. And they lack customer feedback and complete photos of completed projects on their websites. So what I feel my advantages are is that I will specialize in interior painting. I will be using advanced technology that I don't believe anyone else in the area is offering. My main focus is going to be on customer satisfaction and customer satisfaction only. That is my foundation. I will post extensive photo galleries on my website and social media sites for people to view, and have considered offering an incentive for posting feedback to social media and the website for the customer, such as if you fill out a customer satisfaction survey and you get something from a company. It's along those lines. My SWOT analysis shows that I believe my strengths are that I do have experience in specialized painting, client involvement throughout the project, use of vendor booths at community events to integrate within the community and be able to show them what I'm offering, extreme focus on client satisfaction being my foundation, and virtual technology utilized so that we get first-time accuracy every time. Weaknesses would be the need to practice with the new paint applications, such as the metallics and the luminescence, which I haven't had any practice with yet. Metallic takes a very specialized way of putting the paint on because of its drying time. New business versus the longtime competitors obviously is a hurdle that'll have to be overcome. Having the option of only offering limited projects until I can find the right personnel. I'll be the only one doing the work, and then trial and error to find which products are the best quality. I can ask and get feedback for that, but until I actually use them and know what I'm comfortable with and what works best for me, then obviously that's going to be a weakness. Opportunities are social media advertising, networking with local key partners such as property managers, real estate agencies, the Chamber of Commerce, just using any place I can to get the name out there, to draw in some business, contractors that are building, and participation in community events obviously is a great opportunity. Past customers from my retail experience is a huge benefit because I still see them today and they don't forget me, and they'll hug me, and I know that they will be a great asset when getting into the business. New construction, current homeowners, utilizing before and after pics, and growth through referrals. What I consider to be threats are a downturn in the economy, leaving less money for remodels. Is definitely going to hurt business. Competitors known in the area, so anybody that's really well known, or somebody may refer them because they've had work done by them. That's obviously a threat. Retaining quality personnel, and that's in any business, finding the right people to work for you that are going to have your values and work ethic and care for the customer. Competition and pricing, obviously I've got to be competitive in my pricing. At the same time, I've got to make ends meet for the business, and don't have the overhead as much as a competitor would that's been in the business for decades. And then rise in the cost of materials would lean toward that pricing there, and could cause a slowing in the business. Goals and objectives, I like to call this my Being Smart plan. Number 1, I will utilize all free marketing options for advertising during the first year. In the following years, I will research paid advertising options if I find it necessary. Number 2, I will work with the Chamber of Commerce to prepare a schedule of community events throughout the year with vendor booths to introduce the company and mission to the community. Number 3, I will set one appointment and close one sale at minimum per month for the first 6 months, and I will double that in the latter 6 months of the first year. After that time, referrals should lead growth. 4, I will have sales growth of 20% second year, 30% the third year, and 30 to 40% every subsequent year thereafter. Number 5, I will hire an employee the first year who believes strongly in the company mission, and the employee will be promoted to supervisor as I add new employees due to business growth. So those are my main goals at this time. Show me the money. The financial plan. Startup costs, I'm looking at a total startup expense of $2,336 with cash required of $10,000. That's going to be to pay for the paint as I'm getting started, which I can't budget into supplies because I don't know at this time how much paint I'll need, how much paint will cost. It will depend on the quality of the paint and that. So total assets comes to $10,190, giving a total requirement startup cost of $12,526. For funding, I'm looking at investing $5,000 in my own capital. So I will be looking at getting funded $7,526, which I would like to do through 2 investors for a loan amount of 24 months at 11% interest. This will give me a total interest expense of $828. So the total cost of the loan should be $13,354, and the total amount to each investor is going to be $6,677 over those 2 years. The financial plan continued will show my first year sales forecast. You'll see here in February that I've dipped down a little bit, and that's due to the fact that credit card bills start coming in from the holidays and people aren't out spending as much money. And I may be a little over on January since I'll just be starting out. So that might be a little high, but I think the rest is doable and I believe within reason. My P&L for 3 years shows that I will have a gross profit my first year of $33,000 with total operating expenses of nearly $27,000 and a net income after interest and taxes of $6,400. The second year, end of second year, I should be at about $56,000 with expenditures of nearly $46,000 and a net of $9,800. The third year, loans will be paid off, so we'll have a big difference here. Third year, I'm looking at about $91,000 in gross profits, $67,000 in operating expenses, and $24,000 for my net income. And that graph shows you how that looks right there. My break-even analysis, I believe, is reasonable also due to the fact that it is a low startup company and the money that can be made in painting has a high profit margin, and so I believe the break-even analysis is very fair. My balance sheet for 3 years shows a net worth of on startup, $2,664. At the end of my first year, net worth of $9,146. At the end of the second year, we're looking at about $19,000, and at the end of the third year, $43,000. And you can see that on this chart here. Now this next slide is a representation of what makes this such an exciting industry to be in. So I hope you enjoyed this next part. We'll just be looking at some examples of what the painting industry is offering. So application techniques include distressing, crisscross, stenciling, faux brick, which I think is really nice. We got sponge stencils, stippling or dragging, and faux wood effects. Trending paint colors. These are the ones coming from nature. We got blue like the water, green like the grass. Black like the night sky. Beautiful teals like a peacock's feathers. So sponge painting, marble granite, and Venetian plaster finishes. These give such a great effect to a room, and just I think they give it that much more dimension and beautification. This one over here you'll see has the metallics in it, which I think is awesome. I just love it. Metallic finishes are so beautiful. I can't wait to do them. This was one of the most beautiful walls I could find. The silver finish is great, especially in a bathroom. Ombre painting and sparkle paint, another way to add great dimension. Here's your sparkle painting, and your ombre painting is different layers of colors. And the luminescent wall murals are awesome, are really just terrific. It's unbelievable. And I should have probably slowed these down so you can see, because there's you got your what it looks like during the day and what it looks like at night there. And over here on this slide, and it cut it off. I was a little disappointed in that. But this is Rapunzel from Tangled, and over here it shows her during the daytime, and this one shows at night, and it has her hair glowing and the lanterns. And also what I thought was really neat was where people did the words on the walls. I thought that was really cool. So you don't see them at all during the day, and then when the lights go out, then they pop out, and I thought that was really cool. And then you've got the lights on and the lights off. This shows you how the difference in the effect, which I think is just amazing. I love the direction that interior painting is going. It's got so much more personalization and dimension and options. It's just such a great time to be in the industry. So I thank you for listening to my presentation, and Dream Painters hopes that we have inspired the dreamer in you, and that you'll be bringing your visions to us and make them come alive for you. So thank you, and I will answer any questions you have.